So in this video, I'm going to tell you some countries that you should avoid as an international student, not because they are bad, but because with these countries, because most of us, when we migrate abroad or as we are thinking of migrating abroad, uh, our main goal most of the time is usually not studies, right? But because we are looking for options that can easily make us the money, options that can easily give us opportunities to study, and later on we can then apply for our visas, stay back visas. That's the reason why most of us we always make this move through the academic pathway. So these countries, please, if you are watching this video, I don't know where you are watching the video from, do not make a mistake to go to any of these countries. Yeah, because I was talking to somebody yesterday. I have about 4 people in these countries, and it's not getting easy for them. Now myself, I've been to one of these countries before, and I must tell you it's not going to be easy. So one thing again you should consider, oh la la, what is the noise for? One thing again you should consider is that before you move abroad, always understand that some of these people that are calling themselves travel agents, people that work with agencies, they may not give you the real thing on ground. You understand? They may not tell you the real things on ground. So it is now left for you to make your own decision. It is left for you to make your own decision to see if it's actually going to be favorable. Now, if you are moving to a country, you need to ask yourself these questions. One, will I be able to get a stay back visa in this country? That's the first question you should ask yourself. Secondly, after you live in this country for maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, will you be able to get permanent residency or citizenship? These are the type of questions you should ask yourself. Now, when you ask yourself all of this and you think that it's not what you actually expect, or you will not be able to get, because there are some countries that when you study abroad or when you move to these countries and study, you cannot get permanent residency, you cannot get citizenship. Always consider these guys. And there are some countries that at the end of the day, when you finish your studies, they will send you back to your home country. Always consider all these things. Now let me give you a list of some of these countries, and even to hustle, maybe find a small job that can maybe give you, maybe let's just say if you find a job where you can work maybe 5 to 6 or 7 or even 10 days, it's going to be difficult. It will not be able to suffice. It will not be able to give you the money that you really need to take care of yourself, right? Don't go to a country that even if you work 1 week, you cannot take care of yourself. No. Go to a country that if you work 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, you can be able to feed yourself for those 6 or 7 days, right? These are some of the countries that you should avoid. Please, as a student, as somebody who is maybe the family is looking up to, if you have a family, these are not the type of countries you should go. I understand, yes, it's easy to maybe move to these places. I understand it's easy because it's cheap. But again, don't make this error of going to these places. Now, let me give you a list so you should know. Little or no job opportunities in these places. I know many people will not agree to this, but trust me, I have been to one of these countries myself. Yeah, I've been there to one of these countries myself. So you shouldn't think that it is because of something else. No. If you are looking for countries that you can work, you can get part-time jobs, you can maybe study while you work, you can get permanent residency while you work, or stay back visa to find a job, and you can equally get citizenship maybe in 4 or 5 years. Look at these countries, and do not go to these places I'm about to give you now. There are bigger countries in Europe: Denmark, Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Austria, right? There are so many of them in Europe. I have been teaching, and the first one you should avoid here is Belarus. I talked about this country a few weeks back, and somebody came that was on my FB platform and condemning. Guys, There are a lot of people I knew that were in Belarus, and most of them, trust me, most of them are actually regretting why they actually moved to Belarus. Yes, you will not understand now until you are in Belarus. The same thing I keep telling people, they don't listen to me. Please avoid it, and avoid it with all the blood in your vein. Do not move to Belarus. Okay? Yes, I know it's easy. I know it's cheap. But is it worth it? It is not worth it at all. Now, the next country I want to talk about that you should avoid with every blood in your vein is Macedonia. I hear people say they are going to Macedonia. What are you going to do in Macedonia? Other countries include Albania, Cyprus. Now, I don't even want to overemphasize about this Albania thing. Look, you can be in Albania if you are going to Albania to go and hustle, like work full time. I support that. But understand that the pay package, the currency, is not going to be like other top countries in Europe, right? If you work in other top countries in Europe, you cannot earn the same amount of money you are earning in Albania. But are there job opportunities? Very little. Of course, every country has job opportunities, but you need to understand that some are not worth it. Yeah, trust me. Now, also, you see this Cyprus thing. I was in North Cyprus for 3 years. Some people said, oh, let's go to South, and I rejected. Yes, because South is like a mini cage. I don't want to call the real name here. As I'm talking to you, I know people in South Cyprus who are thinking of moving to Europe now. Yeah, even at the end of the day, those that were asking for Aduro, most of them, they are also thinking of moving to Europe. Is it easy there? It's not easy. But can you feed home from there? Of course, you can feed home, but that will not be what you may be looking for. Yeah, I understand that you may be thinking, oh, let me just go. Then at the end of the day, I can feed home. Yeah, you can feed home from there. But the problem is you also need to think, is that a place you want to be? Will you be able to get post-graduation work permit after you finish your school? Will you be able to get permanent residency? Can they give you citizenship in South Cyprus? These are the type of things you should consider. Then Armenia, Kosovo. There is a country called Kosovo. Avoid these places, guys. Then you have Moldova, Montenegro, Serbia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Lebanon, Russia. I have said this thing many times about Russia. I know people in Russia who are studying. Please avoid Russia. They may not tell you because, of course, I know why, but I'm here to tell you, avoid. Really want to make progress. Some of these countries act like trap. Yeah, they are going to trap you. Before you know, 2, 3, 4 years you will be wasted. Like the same way I wasted 3 years in North Cyprus. Though I didn't really waste my own 3 years because I was in school. What about those who are not in school and they are not even able to get something doing? They are not able to get, like, some people are not even legal. That's just the thing. Some people are not legal in these places, and when immediately you are illegal, you are trapped. Trust me, you are trapped. So avoid these places. I've talked about it. Philippines is for tourists, not for students, not for hustlers. Don't go to Philippines, like I said, if you are going to these places because of what? You want to just go and hustle. If the job there is okay to take care of yourself and your family, but if you are looking for something good, you are looking for citizenship, permanent residency, these are not countries to go to. Listen to this advice I'm giving you. You see Thailand. Recently, some of my friends left Thailand. You see Thailand. You see Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Palu. What are you going to do in these places? They are not worth it. Try to avoid these places with all the blood in your vein. Please listen to advice. Now, another place you should try. So I see some people, they say they are going to Azerbaijan. What is in Azerbaijan that you are going to do there? Yes, what is there, guys? I really want to understand. What are you going to do in that country? Then also, you see China, Turkey, they are for business. China and Turkey, they are for business. Don't go to China and Turkey with the aim that you want to study, then after that you work. See, I know many people don't understand this thing. I know many people. See, if you take note, most of these countries I've listed here, most of them are not in the EU. Most of them are not in the Schengen. That's why I keep telling you day in, day out that go to a country that is in the Schengen zone and in the European Union. Yes, these are the type of countries I can support you to enter. not the other way around. Then you see, I don't even want to talk about all these people. A place like Barbados, Aruba, these are people that I see them all the time in the Netherlands. Many of them are here, citizens of Barbados, citizens of Aruba. Most of them are here in the Netherlands. So you need to avoid certain places if you really want to live a good life in future. Of course, you can build from these areas, but so far as I'm concerned, with my knowledge now on this immigration thing, with my knowledge now on this jackpot thing, please try to avoid these places. This is the advice I can give to you for today.